want diplomacy. I want you to stop developing nuclear weapons, and I'll restrict you from all this. I'm gonna jack your money. Dismantling parts of your nuclear weapons and your programs, your missiles and military capabilities. We've identified your ballistic missile capabilities. I'm concerned. Not really, but I'm gonna jack you anyway. Your groups, Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, because I consider them a threat to my regional allies. What's up, Israel? Yeah, that's my man, that's my buddy. Relationship with Israel. I got influence over Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. I made strategic issues for Iran. I need a regimen change. It's particularly important that y'all understand that this conflict is about Israel strikes and Israel. It's basically guns, weapons, groups of anti-American terrorists, Hezbollah, Hamas, Houthis, and oil. We need a regimen changes, trying to frame them so they'll negotiate. I'm gonna steal your money. You better negotiate Iran's nuclear program. I'm gonna put pressure on Iran for their nuclear weapons. Ever since 2018, we getting Iran more in the frame. You gotta negotiate with me. I'm gonna take your money. Their plan was a regimen change of Iran since 2018, most likely to disarm and disperse threats that are forced to Iran negotiate the nuclear programs while stopping and slowing financial support for the region. We need to slow the financial support for people that are kind of bad, in my opinion. While I'm at it, flock technology and laws are being used wrong in our country, and I don't support flock. Drowning is immoral. Anyway, abortions, I support women's rights. That's healthcare. We need some healthcare in America while we're over here spending on wars to deter terrorist groups. Global exploitation of workers to compete in the global economy. Well, we need slave wages and competition. They pay workers too low to keep costs down, while our own government deters the very type of slave wages people need to cut costs. And that being said, raising the standard of living for the world would be good in theory. Well, in theory, while underpaying people in the short term has advantages, the labor cost, but ends up being a liability for assistance for workers that don't have enough to survive, so they end up relying on government assistance. It would probably save some money, government spending, and potentially decrease government spending because workers would have more if you raise the standard of living, and they would government and the people would have to wouldn't have to rely on assistance as much. Mexican Americans should have the right to stay here legally and maybe just pay a fee. In my opinion, ICE is wrong for that. The government is wrong for that. How can I help my fellow Americans? I don't know. But I'm gonna steal your money if you're in another country. And I'll restrict your ability to trade oil. Is this about weapons? Is this about what your capabilities are? No. I don't really like you. You need to be nice to me. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. I don't like you. I want to know you. I don't like you. I want to know you.